I am Jason Salazar, writer, director, creator of The Uploaders, and I'm joined by...
I'm Michaela Jenikin, and I played Stacy. Yeah, that's
Stacy.
And I'm David McGuire, and I play the part of Jacob and Timmy. And that is Jeanette, and she is playing Catherine, the leader of the Uploaders.
Yes.
Who is the companion, I guess? Not companion, but like other like Renee. Renee's character was kind of
yes, Renee played her sister.
My
Well, I just thought that they looked alike, so that's why Renee got
Or they
sucked
did
in.
at that time, yeah.
They did, yes. So, but
Back when I thought that having a Lincoln beard was a good idea, note to past self, awful idea. Don't ever do it again.
And we are filming at Michaela's old alma mater.
Yes, this is Branham High School.
Yes, we had access.
In San Jose.
We had access to the theater, and they graciously let us in to basically take over that entire stage, which was completely unnecessary that we had this big of a forum, but...
Why not?
It made for a funny locale, and
yes.
It was good stuff. And
that was brand new, too. They had just made it. This was probably one of the first things that people were allowed to be in here for.
That's true.
Just setting up for everything.
That should be on a plaque.
I know. The
The
epicenter.
site of the Uploaders.
they'll be like, the what? So...
Actually, because we're jumping ahead, I think this is the first time since, like, the second episode that you had more than 2 Uploaders, because Tim also makes an appearance at the end, too.
Yes, it was very difficult to get
all of us.
One of you together, let alone more than one, and I wrote it specifically for you and Jeanette. And then that day, it just so happened Tim was free too, and he's like, "Can I come?" And I was like, "Great." So I think I actually grabbed some of your lines.
Oh, and threw it to him.
And gave them to him, and we just stuck them up in the booth, which you see, spoiler, happens later. And God, I wish I put a light on your face.
Yeah.
You were so damn dark. I mean, like Jeanette and everything was great because we had the stage lights on.
Yeah.
But and then out comes
my little cast of friends.
Yes.
There's Jesse and Brian and me and Renee. I don't know who's behind Renee.
It's Cameron.
Probably. I don't know,
Stacia and Cameron.
Yep.
All Branham kids who had helped me with school film projects in the past. Yeah. And I said, "Hey, come do this horrible, horrible show with me," and they were all for it. So, and you guys just rocked it. So,
yeah.
I gotta give. Here's her name, Stacia.
Yes.
I gotta give her props for throwing in jokes about her pregnancy into them.
She was such a trooper.
That was so funny.
So funny. And her daughter is adorable now. So.
Yes, she is.
And she can say, "Hey, look, Mommy, I was in a blog."
That's right. Yeah. I was in a terrible web series.
Web series.
Yeah. Jessica's character name, all the character names except I think for Michaela, like Jessica's name was Shauna, which I ended up naming all of the characters after the real actors who played the Uploaders.
Yeah, like his name is Drew.
His name is
Brian.
Drew.
Of course he'd be a ferret.
Yeah, and then you were already an established character, so you were still Stacy. Oh, and then Renee's character, Katrina, I just stole from Shakespeare, because it was Catherine and Katrina.
Yeah,
nice.
makes sense.
That was the one.
For hating Shakespeare, that's a great nod.
That's as far as I go with liking Shakespeare. I took the names, I thought that was great. And then, Stacia was Allison, and Allison played Carmen, who was the slut, which I thought was appropriate since Stacia was pregnant.
She's not a slut.
She's not a slut, but I just, to go with that demeanor, Yeah, I love you, Stacia. That came out way wrong. And
now it's immortalized on film.
Still watch the commentary, Stacia.
Yeah, she probably won't.
And I bought all of these puppets off Amazon. I think I spent like $120 on puppets.
When I thought gold eyeshadow underneath my eyes was a good idea.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
You also got the biggest puppet because you were already you were my go-to young actress.
You know what they say about big puppets.
Big hands.
Still my tagline.
I'm sorry.
There's those looks again.
Yep.
There it is.
That's just my classic eye roll. It's fine.
That puppet was huge.
That was
and that was my attempt at doing like a big black woman as my.
Well, yeah, because I said.
boss. I don't even know how I did it.
Because I said I want the dragon to have attitude, and you're like, well, what's the dragon's name? It's like Mr. Sprinkles, and
That's what okay.
Eyebrow. I love the eyebrow there.
That's just kind of an involuntary thing that my eyebrow
It worked
does.
great though, because I was like, and
Renee, she chose the walrus. I'm pretty sure.
And
if not, she would have chosen it.
Well, because the walrus is all fucked up from the packaging. Like one of its teeth was all you see, like all crazy. So.
Fine.
And then I'm like, what voice you're gonna do? She's like, I'm just gonna do Borat.
Yeah,
and
she still does the Borat impressions when I hang out with her.
Very nice.
I like.
I'm a puppet, and so. she really, I just.
Oh my gosh, and Stacia with the
And
crabs.
also, and Stacia also has. I named
Crabs,
him after the
apparently.
infection that's currently in my
Infected,
private
yeah.
parts. Yeah,
Which subsequently led to the part we can see my belly, or she said something along those lines.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm pregnant. Oh
in case you couldn't tell.
that was always the best part. So, Stacia also was a trooper in the sense that she had completely lost her voice.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember she pulls up to the parking lot and she's like, I can't talk. And I was like, are you kidding me? But fortunately, she didn't have to
She
stay.
just pushed through it.
She pushed through it, and it's only really at the very end do you hear like she's just struggling to
Yeah.
get those lines out. But it was fine. She wasn't sick. She just couldn't talk.
Right.
And then that's the original. That's where the
Timmy
idea of
puppet.
Timmy came from.
That was from the Out Crowd when we did the film, and he was like one of the contestants in the talent show.
Right.
And he had Timmy, and everyone thought that was just so funny.
And he's like, this is my dog Timmy. And so when I wrote the uploaders originally for you guys, for the high schoolers,
Which
I
now,
wrote
in
him-
hindsight, would have been way too inappropriate.
Right, yeah, but I wrote that specifically for Cameron because I'm like, well, he'll always be the weirdo with the
Yeah,
dog puppet, and then,
definitely
but
that.
yeah, we dodged that bullet.
Well,
So,
dodge that bullet real quick.
Yeah, so, but now you're all of age, so I felt less guilty. So, and up ass.
Yes! Yeah.
I was always proud of that. See, Tim's up there. That's where we first started establishing
Yeah,
that
there's
Tim's
Tim.
kind of hidden. So
I like how she
Baby
has
guy.
a mic for no reason.
it worked though.
And it worked, but I just love.
She could totally yell loud enough.
Right,
Totally could. And I just,
Like her voice is just no way she needed.
It was
mic.
literally just so she could just drop it right after this next speech.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Stacia, I love how she just keeps curling her
Yeah.
fingers. You know, that was so funny.
It was such a weird puppet. There wasn't much you could do with it.
Brian's like holding on to his little ferret for dear life.
It didn't have a mouth. Yeah, so, but
This is so funny. This is 2011. I'm still friends with most of these people. I saw
Most of-
Brian last week and Renee.
and there's Tim.
Yep, there's
And
Tim.
he's up there, yeah, and the whole time.
My little Mrs. Doubtfire joke.
Yeah, the whole time.
The whole time.
Up ass.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
We should have all dropped our puppets at that point.
That would have been fun. Yeah.
That would have been. See, and now
Well, reboot.
yeah, it's fine.
And then began this, which you all.
I still dance like that.
do.
And the club.
At the club. It gets you a lot of dates. They're like, look at her. She has.
It's how I deter the men.
Oh, that's how you get the men to stay away. Instead of having like a fake wedding ring on, you just go into like this
Yeah.
unrhythmic dance.
I do like the Tina Fey robot.
Oh, there you
She's
go.
only
not
those who are
saying is
worthy
she
will
also
approach
brings
me.
the
There you
puppet
go.
with her to the club too.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Stays with me.
Yeah.
This music I stole from an old Disney cartoon. I can't remember the name, but it was
I
with
could hear it,
it was with the park ranger who made all of the bears in the woods clean up the trash. And I just thought it was a funny. Jessica just went crazy.
With the
Like
snake.
she's
Oh,
full
yeah.
on like vaudeville back there. So, but
I love. He's like.
I go into
he's like waltzing with his ferret. So
It's fine.
And Cameron's like.
And I just don't know who to hang out with apparently.
Cameron's
so I'm
like-
just by myself.
you're the most normal of the group. So you're just like, well, I'm dancing, and there we go.
What are you doing?
So I'm glad that was his puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. The arms.
I had to tape that thing on his
And then
hand,
she
the
turns it-
microphone on his hand.
Oh, right, because it was falling apart. No.
He was so bad to that thing.
But yeah, you guys, that's my favorite part is you guys doing that terrible dance. It's
just so bad.
It's so.
Renee's just pissed and just standing there.
That was real, yeah.
Which is real. Although now I think given the opportunity she would probably do some mean dance moves.
Oh, yeah. We'll bring her back just to she'll become a viral sensation. We'll just dance, the evolution of bad
That'd be fun.
dancing with Renee Harden.
I was also very uncomfortable saying that line too.
Oh, the pink worm line to
No.
the underage girl.
Well, there was that. I forgot about that line. How could I? No, I was talking about
Blocked it
like,
out of your memory.
like I've got like grapefruits or whatever, like referencing.
Yeah, they're like coconuts. Come on. Yeah.
Come on, and I was just like, oh my god.
And this is when you and
This is-
Jessica go into a full-on puppet fight.
Yeah, and you can see Jessie in my companionless nymph blogs as well.
Yes, as your friend Meadow.
As my stoner friend Meadow, who
Yes.
smokes a lot of weed and doesn't wear deodorant, which is partly true.
That is true, actually. You write what you know.
She's a clean human.
There it is. There it is.
Oh yeah, dragon and snake fight, girl fight, get the jello.
That's what you're like, bitch, whore.
God.
Can we all get along? And then, nope.
Yeah, and Brian is still like that.
Yeah.
He really-
He just
really
whacks
is.
you with the end of the snake's tail, like right on
Like
your head.
trying to kind of be nice, but no, not really. really.
Oh, and then I made station alcohol. She's like, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm going to the bar for happy hour. It's like the worst mother.
In high school,
Worst.
underaged, pregnant.
Oh God.
We wanted to hit every
Everything
trope.
wrong.
And this was. Oh man, I just had to get everyone fighting. I mean, when,
Yeah.
That's
supposed to.
that's what's supposed to happen.
when I run out of things to write dialogue-wise, it just has to end with.
I
group
never
fighting.
understood like exactly what
I love how
Catherine
she
was
just goes
hoping.
down.
Yeah, she just like
immediately.
automatically gets down.
She's
like, freaking
scrappy.
out.
Although if we were at a bar, I feel like I could trust Renee to beat some bitches up.
She
It's
got
go
me back.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
She can
Well,
get
waste
scrappy.
not, want not. Oh,
That's right. And then the end shot. Yes.
yeah.
Which I actually had that B-roll footage. He was actually filming that. So.
That's
And you
fun.
guys are just screaming obscenities at each other. So.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Classic.
And then our end, just like the Disney cartoon, like we made that logo that looks like the end of an old Disney cartoon. I was very happy with Drew made that, and it was fantastic.
Thanks, Drew.
Thanks, Drew, for your logo. And that's the end of Puppet Masters.
Yay.
Wasn't that fun? That was
puppets.
great.
Who's my name?
There you all are, yeah. Good stuff.
Why am I third? I should have been first.
Yeah, that's
I'm just joking.
September 2011.
Oh God.
Yay!